You know, everybody's body chemistry works different, all right? Now, I just made a video, either be uploaded before or after this, or close to this. Hits titles and day in the life, all right? I'm going to title this one Tomato Something. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. It's hot out here, getting very hot, like 11:08, very hot. We're under a heat advisory. North of us, heat warning. The fried eggs. That's also in the other video titled Day in the Life. Now, I'm crazy over fried eggs. Now, like I just said before, you know, everybody's body chemistry is different. I've done this before. I can sit down and eat a dozen and a half of fried eggs and bacon. Oh my God, you get me on fried eggs and bacon, I'll never stop. Now I know what you're thinking. I can read your minds. That's harder than cholesterol. Prove it. Give me an example. One of my relatives used to work at a nursing home. I won't say the name. And apparently this guy, this older man, had mental problems, acute, chronic, I don't know. And they would, you know, he'd ask for fried eggs and they'd fry them 3 or 4, you know, and they'd stop. And he took tantrum fits. That's where I heard it. Anyway, I guess they had to sedate him. He got pretty rough. He wanted fried eggs, so they brought his son in. His son had to sign a waiver form that we're now responsible when his cholesterol rises. And his son apparently, keyword, brung in several dozen eggs a day because his son would come visit him, you know. And they had to fry those eggs. Now, he ate like 20 eggs a day fried. Federal law here in the United States, federal law requires their blood sugar, or blood cholesterol to be checked every 2 weeks. What do you think his was? You guessed it. Perfect. What? It's how your body fights it off. They checked. I mean, he had some kind of mental. Well, I mean, hell, I ain't got no mental, but I love eggs. But I guess that's all he ate. I eat more than that, different than that. But all he ate was fried eggs. He craved them. But federal law says they got to take his blood cholesterol every 2 weeks, and they did that. And his damn cholesterol was normal. Medical science figured that one out. Yeah, no one that's a nursing home could believe it. My relative told me. So it's your ability to fight it off, all right? Well, here's why I look at it. I'd say, let's say it's eating a lot of fried, I don't eat them every morning like that. No, sometimes I just eat cereal. But when I do eat fried eggs, I'll put away the dozen. I just love fried eggs and bacon is my delicacy. I love that stuff. And I mean, it might hurt me in 30 years. Here's the way I figure it. Yeah, I'm going to gamble here a little bit. All this technology people has exploded in the last 5 years. They'll probably find a cure for it. Well, maybe they won't, but hey, is our technology? Look at the technology I'm using. I'm using high definition. Well, you never dreamed of 20 years ago me holding a high definition cam right here. You know, I never dreamed of it. 5.0 megapixel. It'll be uploaded to YouTube or it'll be broadcast. If someone told me 20, 25 years ago, like when I graduated from high school, I'd be doing this, I'd call them crazy. You know, it's only for the big wigs, like television, you know, it's only for the big wheels. Not anymore. The stage now is set for everyone, regardless of how small or tall you are. It doesn't matter. I love fried eggs. And I'll tell you another good one. One time I was going to church potluck. Now, this was on the news. He's dead now, Peter Jennings. I was watching the Reef before. They had a potluck. I think it was on a Wednesday. Went to church on a potluck Wednesday. It was pretty crowded. Anyway, they had a subject on there about cholesterol. As soon as that was over, I was late getting there, so I just turned it off. But I heard what they said about cholesterol. Well, I get to church. They had it in the basement, packed. I couldn't find no seat. Finally, I found one by a guy's named Daryl. And I said, yeah, he said, come over and sit here. Let's start conversation. I said, guess what I just heard on the world news about cholesterol? Here's what he told me. He says, I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. I said, why is that? I forget what the news clip was about. He says, my grandpa, his grandpa, you ready for this? Smoked. Now, I'm not saying go do this, people. I'm not saying this, but him, it didn't hurt. he smoked and chewed tobacco at the same time, and he fried eggs in lard. He's a farmer. He fried eggs in lard. His wife was more health conscious. He'd always bigger. He remembers as a kid, they got into it when he's over there one time, maybe staying all night or whatever, helping his grandpa on the farm. And his grandpa and grandma got into it. He was frying eggs in lard, and she says the vegetable shortening be better for you, which, you know, yeah. But he cussed. He said, no, I want my blankety-blank eggs fried in lard. Guess when he died? First of all, she died like 62 of heart failure. He died at 97. Tell you what, he told me that, Daryl, I like to fell over. You're kidding? He said, no. He chewed and smoked at the same time, which is bad. Don't you never do that, kids. And he fried eggs in lard. Don't do that, grandmas. He fried eggs in lard all the time and still lived to be 97. She killed over at 62 with heart failure. He outlived her 35 years doing that. But yeah, it's rare. Hey, it happens. No, I tell you why I don't think it hurts me as bad. Everybody knows I'm on a mountain bike. You watch my videos. People with family, friends are watching me now. I burn 1,000 calories an hour, and I think it has a lot to do with it. So I can eat a dozen eggs and get on that mountain bike, and I'll burn it all up in an hour. I think that's another reason. But maybe it will hurt me even after all that. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll put me in an early grave. To be honest with you, I think technology is king here. I think technology will find a cure. Well, we haven't found a cure for cancer yet, but God, I just said it. 5 years. If you notice, in the last 5 years, technology has exploded. Yeah. Now, I just got a news alert this morning. Apple's coming out with a thinner screen. That's called technology, people. We'll find cures. It's just that, you know, technology it's still got a path to go, but technology, I think, will sooner or later, I don't think we'll ever conquer death, or else the Bible wouldn't be true, right? But I think we'll come close to curing a lot of diseases. You know, put it this way, there's nothing we can't do. If we sent the man to the moon, we can do anything.